Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, a few days ago, maybe two, the German authorities unfolded an attempt to overthrow the German government. And they said, well, there are just some crazies over there, about 20 some arrests, 40 some people investigated, 120 houses and locations verified and so on. And somewhere in the article that I made a video on said something about the military. And I was like, wait a second. Overthrowing with military? Is something there? So there's not only some right-wing idiots over there trying to do something. It's more than that. I said it must be more than that. But they just gave us, some crazies, they were annihilated by our guys. So a warning for everybody else. We know who you are, we can pick you up whenever we want, and this is what happened in about not even a year, actually a year. Supposedly this organization with all these connections started a year ago in November 2021. I said, no, it can't be this 1 year, all this, it must be longer. And I said, I guarantee you that's something with the military. If the military is mentioned, that's connection. That's more how should I put it? More serious than they try to make it, and it is more serious. Why? They arrested the supposed guy, the big guy, and he's a nobleman. He's a prince, not Prince Charming, but prince, and he's a 71 prince, 71-year-old, I must say. And there is more to that. And I'm going to read you this little title from Reuters, and you're going to understand everything. And everything I said in the other one, I was right on it, because it's not only the few crazies, as they try to portray everybody who has a different opinion on certain things, but it's more than that. Listen to this article coming from Reuters. German security forces loyal to Constitution, Interior Minister says. So what does that tell you? That tells you that there's something in the German security forces, like the secret police, whatever you want to call it, FBI, CIA counterpart. And this guy, the interior minister, assure us that they are loyal to the Constitution. That means they will not make a move. Wow, I thought they were just some crazies over there, some fringe minority, as Mr. Trudeau of Canada says. It's a fringe minority with unacceptable views. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so let's see. Germany, in its entirety. Germany is confident in the loyalty of its own security forces, the Interior Ministry said on Friday. No, you say that you are confident in the loyalty of the security forces of Germany that you lead. But you don't know what everybody over there thinks. All right, reporting to claims that a far-right crazy group with suspected plans to overthrow the state has sought to recruit soldiers and police officers. And I'm quoting, "We are firmly of the view that employees of security agencies stand firmly behind the Constitution," end quote, a ministry spokesperson told reporters in Berlin. So it's a person, but now she's a she. She added that Germany's Federal Criminal Police Office placed heavy emphasis on instilling democratic values in its officers, and that this aim also played a strong role in training across police agencies overseen by the ministry. Why do you think they said democratic values? Because I just mentioned you, the prince. The prince, usually when you have a prince, you have a monarchy. When you have a monarchy, you tend to have no democracy. But anyway, I'm not talking about the constitutional democracy, or constitutional monarchy. I'm talking about these guys, and I'm going to give you the name and everything, his shoe size and everything. They know everything about this guy. So, it says that they were arrested 25 suspects, supposed to be members of and supporters of the group, which prosecutors say was planning a violent coup to install a prince as the leader of the new German state. Well, organizing a coup, I think, is acceptable to the Americans and everybody else, since they accepted the one in Ukraine in 2014, so they should be okay. Oh, you don't like it when it's done to you. Oh, gotcha. That tells me you don't have you have no values. Yeah, German authorities on Thursday ordered 23 of the suspects to be held in for questioning. Okay. All right, let's go. It says that the prosecutors also said some members of the group had planned an armed attack on the Bundestag parliament in Berlin. German lawmakers have since called for a review of security arrangement after Bundestag. Now, they also said this stupidity, and you're going to hear. They said that, they want... pay attention. Supposedly, these guys took the events from United States on January 6th, they call it a certain way here, but without, anyway, they looked at that and they thought, that's how we're gonna plan ours. Well, was that successful? No. So then why would you plan looking at something that was not successful? Get something that was successful, like for instance the American organized in Ukraine 2014. That was successful. You might want to look at that one as an example, not the January 6th in the United States that was walking in the freaking Capitol and so on, and so you got some crazies doing crazy stuff. All right, if you want to really what these guys say they want, then that should be a good example right there. All right, let's move on and see who's investigators. Let's go to the prince, the nobility. Investigators have said the group, many of whom were members of the movement Reichsbürger, citizens of the Reich, planned to install aristocrat Heinrich XIII, Prince Reuss, I don't know how you pronounce that, Reuss, as leader of a new state, and found evidence that some members planned to storm the German parliament and seize lawmakers. Where would they get you? Do you think they're going to change a country, getting some people and, how do you call it, hostages? I mean, that's dumb as fuck. I mean, if I would be in the leaders of Germany, I would laugh my ass off. Yeah, you're going to do what? Get some 20 hostages? Psst, okay, so... you and then what's gonna happen? We're gonna just give you the power because you got some hostages? Jesus Christ. No, because it's more than that. They talk about the security forces, so must be more than that. Okay, let's go to a different another article coming from investing.com, and Heinrich XIII, the prince suspected of plotting to be German Kaiser in coup. Alright, so let's see who this is. Heinrich XIII, Prince Reuss, or Reuss, I don't know how you pronounce that, but anyway, Reuss is one of the last descendants of a dynasty that once ruled over swaths of eastern Germany. He is suspected of hoping to become the country's new leader in a violent coup to overthrow the democratic order. The 71-year-old was one of the 25 members of the and supporters of the far-right group planning the alleged putsch. They want to get us to Hitler. All the keywords for retards. The putsch, that's the putsch from 1922. Was it 22 or what was it? The failed putsch, by the way. 1920, what was it? Something like that. 22, I think, when he was arrested, Hitler, and put in the prison, and he wrote blah, 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 or he dictated. Yeah, that's the putsch. Jesus Christ. Let's see when they're going to bring the parallel to Adolf. We're going to sit. Oh my God. Who were arrested early on Wednesday in nationwide raids, according to authorities. The real estate developer has 4 years publicly advocated the theory life was better worldwide under monarchy. He stems from House of Reuss, it's Reuss. SS. Secret Services. Okay, I got my butt covered. I thought people would get offense with that, if you know what I mean. Which for centuries ruled over parts of present-day Thuringen state until Germany's 1918 revolution that led to the establishment of the Weimar Republic. Corrupt, perverted republic. Yes, with a lot of guys in charge. of suspect origins. Neither the House of Royce nor Prince Royce's office responded to requests for comment. He said in a 2019 speech that the World Web Forum, which describes itself as bringing together progressive minds to empower positive radical changes, that in the Principality of Royce, people led happy lives because the tax rate was just 10% and the structures were straightforward and transparent. It is what he says, of course. And I'm quoting again, if things didn't work well, you just went to the prince, Heinrich said. Who are you supposed to turn to today? Your parliamentarian, the local, federal, or EU level? Good luck, end quote. Well, and he also made some little comments here. He said monarchies worldwide, including the one of France, have been overthrown due to the meddling of foreign powers which wanted to establish corporate structures in the pursuit of profit. The people had suffered as a result, he said. He talks about the Holy Roman Emperor, the Holy Roman Emperor, anyway. And then at the end, we might find something that sounds familiar, but all right, let's go to the last paragraph. The House of Royce, currently headed by Heinrich XIV, who lives in Austria. Oh, who is from Austria, I wonder? Has, however, previously distanced itself from Heinrich XIII, calling him a confused man, peddling conspiracy theories according to local media. All right, you got that? So he is a bad dude. Again, another crazy guy, right? Who should not be taken seriously and who's just talking bullshit. Therefore, he deserves what he gets. I'm guessing that's what they tell us, because he's crazy and has fringed, unacceptable views. He should be, I don't know, taken to wherever they're gonna take him to. Now, I don't know details. These guys give us a little by little by little, but as always, things are more complex than the first 2, 3, 5, 100 articles that unfortunately we are in at that stage. And I don't know, what do you think? I think, at least since we are here together, that this Heinrich plus some other people, I don't know if they really plotted or not, but definitely they spoke about. And I don't know if that's illegal or not, but maybe they have a different view of how the world should be structured. Is it unless you act about it, or maybe you do certain things, I think you still can have have an opinion and say, okay, I contrast this with this and I think this was better, or I think this could be better. I mean, if you think that the system we have right now is the finite ultimate truth, I don't think so. That means this is perfect, and it's obviously not perfect. This is a system among others that works so far in a certain way. Good for some, bad for others. Don't tell me it's good for all of us, because it's kind of not real. But anyway, it doesn't mean you have to do it like that. You can work within the system. Yes, I see. I got propagandized by my psychology and sociology professors here in the United States of America, and I remember that. Work within the system. Okay, give me about $100 billion and I will work within the system, and maybe I can do something, unless these guys knock at my door and grab me in the middle of the night and nobody hears from me again. And where is Emil? I don't know. He was crazy all the time, so who knows? Maybe he married a Chinese and moved to, I don't know, to Japan. Not Japan. Japan is too organized. Let's go to something else. I don't know, Papua New Guinea. Or maybe he's an Aborigine right now in Australia somewhere. I'm exaggerating, of course, making it a joke so people don't feel offended. Oh my God, so awful. Anyway, thank you. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.